Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a fascinating look into, well, a corner of the tech world that probably touches almost everyone, whether you realize it or not. We're talking about the global image editing software market.
That's right. And we've been digging into some really compelling data. It's from a report by Cognitive Market Research forecasting the market from 2021 right through to 2033.
Yeah, and our mission here is pretty simple. Cut through the noise, pull out the key insights from this report, and give you a shortcut to understanding this really rapidly growing sector. So let's start basic. What exactly is image editing software? When we say that, what are we talking about?
Okay, so at its core, it's basically a set of digital tools you use to, modify or enhance images. Think
Like
about things like retouching photos, maybe layering elements, correcting colors, crop.
applying filters and effects, that sort of thing.
Exactly, all those techniques. It's fundamentally about digitally manipulating an image to get the visual outcome you want.
Right. And who's actually using this stuff? Is it still like the stereotype of professional photographers in dimly lit rooms?
Hey, not really. I mean, definitely not just them. The user base is incredibly broad now. Sure, professional photographers and graphic designers are key users, absolutely.
Hmm.
But it also includes, social media content creators, marketing teams in businesses large and small, even just casual consumers fiddling with photos on their phones.
Mhm.
And think about it, the demand for visual content is just exploding everywhere. E-commerce, entertainment, publishing, advertising, you name it. So naturally, the need for good, high-performance image editing tools is climbing right alongside that, steadily rising.
Okay, let's unpack that because the numbers in this report, they really tell a story of, well, significant growth. The global image editing software market, it pulled in over $843 million in sales revenue back in 2021.
Which is already a pretty substantial number.
Right. But here's where it gets really interesting. That number climbed to over $1.035 billion in 2025, just this year. And the projection, it's set to hit over $1.557 billion by 2033.
Wow.
We're basically talking about it almost doubling in just over a decade.
Yeah, and what's fascinating there is that it's not like a sudden spike. It's consistent. It's
Yeah.
robust, just this steady upward trend. And that really reflects a fundamental shift, I think, in how we create and consume visual information all over the world.
Okay.
It also suggests the industry isn't just growing bit by bit. There seem to be deeper forces making these tools, well, indispensable.
So beyond just more pictures, what are those deeper forces? You mentioned high-performance tools. Is this driven by, say, AI advancements or maybe the shift to editing on our phones?
That's a great question. And yes, the report does point to that. A lot of the growth, especially looking forward from 2025, seems fueled by the democratization of AI features.
Democratization.
Yeah.
Meaning easier access for everyone.
Exactly. Think about it. One-click object removal in a photo, intelligent upscaling to make images bigger without losing quality, automatically changing backgrounds. These really sophisticated editing tricks are now available to, well, almost anyone, even casual users on their smartphones.
Right. It's not just the complex professional software anymore.
Precisely. It's less about needing a steep learning curve for traditional software suites and more about embedding powerful, intuitive tools right into everyday apps or cloud platforms.
Cloud-based too, okay.
Yeah, so when we talk about high performance, it's not just about raw computing power on a desktop these days. It's also the efficiency of cloud solutions, browser-based editors that can handle complex stuff without needing a big install.
That makes a lot of sense. So it's not just more people editing, but smarter, easier to use tools driving that surge. Does the report give us a sense of who these newer users are, or maybe what kind of business models are winning out? Like, are we moving away from buying software outright towards subscriptions?
Absolutely, on both counts. The user base, as we said, has broadened significantly. Professionals are still a strong segment, of course. But a huge chunk of this growth, it's coming from small and medium-sized businesses, individual content creators, entrepreneurs,
People who need quick results.
quick, effective solutions for things like e-commerce product listings, social media posts, even just managing personal photos better. And yes, the shift to subscription models, SaaS, software as a service, is massive.
Why is that so impactful?
Well, for the software companies, it means consistent revenue. For users, it often means continuous updates, access to the latest features, and crucially, cloud integration. That cloud aspect is vital for working collaboratively or moving between devices like desktop and mobile.
So it lowers the barrier to entry, but keeps people engaged with ongoing value.
You got it. It's a powerful combination for growth.
Okay, let's pivot a bit and look at the regional picture, because these trends seem to play out differently across the globe. North America, for instance, already a huge player. The report shows revenue climbing from over $286 million in 2021 to a projected $500 million by 2033. And within North America, the U.S. is the clear leader.
Yeah.
What does that tell us? It's a mature market, but still showing such strong growth.
It really highlights the continued dominance and the strong infrastructure in North America for using visual content across loads of industries. It's not just about new people adopting the software. It's about deeper integration. Businesses there are constantly investing in more sophisticated tools because visuals are just central now.
Central to everything. Marketing, comms.
Marketing, internal communications, product design, you name it. It's about optimizing how they already work and just staying competitive in a very visual landscape.
Okay, significant.
Yeah.
And then you contrast that with a region like Asia Pacific.
Yeah,
The report calls the growth there explosive.
it really is something else.
They posted over $231 million back in 2021, projected to reach an incredible $468 million by 2033.
Nearly $500 million there, too.
Yeah. And China's leading the charge, but Japan and India also showing really significant growth. What's fueling that kind of acceleration?
It's really a convergence of several powerful factors in Asia Pacific. You've got the sheer volume of internet users, for one. Then there's the absolute explosion of e-commerce in the region.
Right.
And a super vibrant mobile-first social media scene. Think about platforms like TikTok, WeChat, Line, others depending on the country. They're driving just unprecedented demand for visual content, both personal and professional.
So it's baked into the digital fabric there even more, maybe.
You could say that. It suggests visual content isn't just important for digital engagement in those markets. It's almost foundational. It's how people connect, how they shop, how they share.
Wow. It's fascinating to see those different stories.
Yeah.
Deep integration in mature markets like North America versus that rapid, almost foundational expansion in Asia Pacific. And Europe's in the mix too, showing strong, steady growth, projected over $328 million by 2033. Germany, UK, France leading the way there.
Yep. Solid growth across Europe as well. Consistent.
And even regions that started smaller, like South America and the Middle East and Africa, they're not being left behind. They're seeing substantial increases too.
That's right. Projected to hit over 106 million for South America and over 81 million for the Middle East and Africa by 2033.
So it's truly global.
Precisely. That consistent expansion, really across all regions, just underscores how universal the demand for these tools has become, whether it's, the digital economy growing rapidly in South America, or maybe the increasing professionalization of content creation in the Middle East and Africa. The need for good image editing solutions is everywhere. It really shows that visual communication is becoming like the new common language for business and personal expression worldwide.
What an incredible deep dive. This market really does underpin so much of our digital visual world, doesn't it?
Yeah.
From, high-end professional studios using sophisticated AI, all the way down to everyday social media posts people are making on their phones. Image editing software is clearly indispensable and growing at a really impressive pace globally.
Indeed it is. That consistent, strong growth we saw from 2021 right through to that 2033 projection of over $1.5 billion. It just shows how fundamental visual content has become. It's not just about fixing a badly lit photo anymore, is it?
Yeah.
It's about crafting narratives, building brands, capturing attention, all in what's become an increasingly visual economy.
Yeah.
And the report makes that widespread adoption crystal clear. You see it in the dominant, deeply integrated markets like North America, and you see it in that explosive mobile-first growth in Asia Pacific, and even in the, significant foundational growth happening in South America, the Middle East, and Africa. It's everywhere.
So thinking about all this,
Mm-hmm.
what does it mean for you listening right now as you navigate this world just saturated with images and with these increasingly powerful editing tools at your fingertips?
Yeah, that kind of brings us to a bigger question, doesn't it? As the software gets easier to use, more powerful, and transforms how we all create and consume visual stuff, what responsibility do we have, to understand that line between enhancing an image and maybe altering reality?
Yeah.
And what does this pervasive ability to manipulate images mean for visual literacy, for how we understand what we're seeing in the decades to come? It's definitely something to mull over.